Hey guys, so we're here today to discuss about the work being done to get Postgresql database containers being built from the Postgres' own upstream RPM repositories, uh, built on top of built on top of CentOS on the CentOS Community Container Pipeline. So what we have out here is the download.postgresql.org, where the RPM repositories for Postgresql are available, and we are going to use these to go ahead and build our containers. So what we have done is we have taken the Docker files which are being managed by Docker Hub on Docker library, and we have modified it to make it work on CentOS. You don't have to worry about the licensing. They have given the right to modify and edit and merge and distribute and have license or whatever. The main thing here is that we have taken these and we have forked the I have actually gone ahead and forked them, and we have a Docker file, a modified Docker file for the to be built on the CentOS Community Container Pipeline. So we have a Docker file.template, which is the original file, and I have modified it for dockerfile.template.centos, and we should look into these files more closely in a bit. Of course, this is the original Docker file, and then we have dockerfile.centos, and we are going to be building on the pipeline from these files. And we're not going to be, and what I mean though is that we're not going to be building from this repository. The goal is to get these Docker files into the Postgresql upstream repository so that we have direct influence there. Okay, so let's start off with let's have a look at the Docker files. So this is basically the template file. What they have is and have a template file which has the generic stuff, and the variable stuff has been left with them gaps so that they can be modified on the actual Docker files. So this is the left. We have the original Docker files which are built on top of Debian by docker.io and on docker.io, and we have the modified version which is on CentOS, where we are where basically for what you want to done is we have replaced all the Debian commands with CentOS commands, the equivalent CentOS commands. So we have your yum apt-get being replaced by yum and all that stuff, and also some extra environment variables are getting added because the apt-get repositories of Postgresql are slightly different than the RPM one, so the names themselves vary, though they get pretty much the same effect. So as the names vary, we need a few more variables to cover for the gap available to the naming. So got that done. After having these Docker files done up, I have gone ahead and added entries into the container index. So we have your Postgres. These are the entries for the Postgres containers with the Postgres 9.2, the Postgres 9.3 currently coming from my fork. But again said, the goal is to get this coming from Postgres' own repositories. So we are building 9.2 through to 9.6. There is also a 9.1 available, but we are not going ahead with that because there is no RPMs available for CentOS 6. We only have RPMs from CentOS 7 and above. We only have RPMs for CentOS 7 and above in 9.2 onwards. So after getting this done, we actually got this build, and we have actually checked out the containers. They are working fine. So let's have a look at that. So for the purpose of saving time, I've already pulled in those images from htdocs.all. So we have the 9.2 container, 9.3 container, 9.4, 9.5 and 9.6 containers available here. So let's go ahead and run one of these containers. So we have so let's run, let's say 9.2. So it's running, yeah, it's running. So let's check out the IP address of this guy. So this is our IP address 172.17.0.2. So let's see if our container actually is works. So PSQL -h. So let's log into the so we have the IP address which I just told you with the user called Postgres. So we need to log in as user called Postgres. So once I try to log in, the password I ran this with was my secret password. So let's go ahead. So we are in, and now if I do /l, I'm actually able to see the content inside, and we can actually verify the version. Now if you remember correctly, I did tell you that this we are running Postgres 9.2, and if you go back to the RPMs where it is here, and if I go into 9.2, I had 7.3, and if I go to, let's say, so we have 9.2.16 and 9.2.18-1 is the latest version. So 9.2.18-1 is the latest version. So if I go back here, and if I actually go ahead and do a select version, you can see that it is a 9.2.18. So we know that the Postgres container is actually the one that it purports to be. So let's just kill this container and try to run on the other container versions. So we don't have any containers running, and neither do we have it available anywhere. So now let's try one of the other versions. Let's try 9.5. I'm just picking them at random. So let's build run 9.5. Docker, yeah, 9 Amazon C1000 and 9.5. And it's up. So let's check it if it's actually running. Yes, it is. Let's inspect this container again. Oh, same IP. I guess that saves us time. So let's just run the PSQL login again, and again I ran the same command, so the password should be my secret password. So I'm in, and if I log /l, I'm getting the same output. But then if I do select version, it should show something different, right? So it's 9.5.4. Let's go back and verify this with the RPMs. So if I go back to yum 9.5, 9.7.3, and if I check for 9.5, we have 9.5.3 available. 9.5.4 is the latest version. Yes, it is. 9.5.4 is the latest version, and it's actually that version here. So now that we have working containers available, I can actually show you all of them, but then it will take more time. So I'm just going to go ahead and inform you guys that the next step is actually going to be to talk with the Postgresql guys and get this into the upstream Postgresql repositories. And once they are in, we should have Postgres containers being delivered by us and managed by the Postgresql guys. Thank you.